Right now, as we approach 8:30, a live look at the radar. You can see the snow is clearing out of central Ohio, but now the focus shifts to the cleanup. And take a look at this time lapse from our 10 TV tower camera as we watch the snow come down between midnight and 3 a.m. You can see downtown Columbus basically disappears from view as the flurries start to take over. An incredible shot there. Thanks so much for being here with us on 10 TV News this morning on this Weather Alert Day. I'm Jay Plyburn.
I'm Tracy Townsend. We're glad that you are joining us. And if you're just waking up for some reason, we do have that list of school delays and closures scrolling at the bottom of your screen. I'm surprised you missed the kids going wild when they found out they didn't have school today because it's a thing. We are getting you ready for all things snow. We're going to start with meteorologist Meredith Garofalo and talking about what's ahead.
You know, for a second when you said you're just waking up, and I'm like 8:30, just waking up. Gosh, that sounds so good right now. Oh, that's probably going to be all of us this weekend for sure. But good morning. I hope you got through the morning. It's 28 degrees right now. A little bit of wind, so we feel like we're in the low 20s. But you can see the scene out there is definitely a winter wonderland. And it can feel more like that. Earlier, it felt like a treacherous Lifetime movie trying to drive through that snow this morning. I'm sure somebody else could agree with me on that. But that's gone. You can see up to the north, though, in the Cleveland metro. That's kind of where the last of the snow is in Ohio. Here, a little bit close to home, though, we are really seeing those snow showers tapering off. You still might have a couple lingering flurries, but as I zoom in on the live radar here across the metro, nothing to show. I've been waiting for this moment all morning, by the way, because we started to see that snow late, about after 11 o'clock midnight, and then it just ramped up, and we had those bands of snow this morning, and we got some good amounts of snow in some areas, right on track with what the team was forecasting. Meteorologist Aaron White's tag teaming with me this morning. I'll have some of those totals for you in your neighborhood, but this alert is about to end, which is great news for us. But then now, as we move forward, we're going to have another alert to talk about that's going to show up as we go into Friday morning. But it's not snow we'll be talking about, and I'll let you know what that's going to be in just a few minutes. Really quickly, though, before we get to Bree, I want to show you where the road temperatures are. This plays such a huge factor, and if that snow just sticks, when it gets below that freezing mark, it makes it very easy to have snow that sticks and also for ice to form and black ice. And so you can see that some of our highways are doing good, but there's other spots like on 70 and 71, that road temperature is really far below freezing down into the upper 20s. I will be back in about 15 minutes. I will walk you through the rest of the morning, and I'll talk about that new impact alert that I have for Friday morning. But right now, we want to get to Bree. Let's give this girl some credit. She has had so many crashes this morning, I don't think she can count them.
Hey, good morning to you, Mayor. Thank you so much. We are seeing a couple of crashes out there still this morning for folks that are just heading out, so a good heads up here, especially over on the south side. We got two not too far away from each other. Take a look. The first one's happening 270 in that eastbound direction, right as you're approaching 23. You're really passing it in that area. Two right lanes still blocked this morning, looking at 6 miles per hour for your travel times out there. Once again, a live look at 270 at Lockburn Road as I kind of step out of frame here. First responders still on scene out there. Looks like they got a couple of the cars involved at least to the side of the road, so that's looking a lot better when it comes to that update. But again, pretty slow moving out there. Just look at these icy conditions on the roads this morning. Once again, 270 eastbound, a crash out there, but also, as I mentioned, another one, 270 westbound in this exact same area, just as you're passing Alum Creek Drive this morning, a left lane blocked out there as well. Staying over on the east side, still noticing this 170 in that westbound direction. Over by 270 in that southbound direction, that ramp is closed right now. Looking a little bit better when it comes to travel times when you're passing that area. But again, that ramp is still completely restricted out there this morning. As for that detour, taking definitely 270 northbound instead to get you where you want to go will be your best bet. It loops you back on to 40, back down 270 in that southbound direction. But taking a live look here right now this morning, this is our time saver traffic map. Noticing just your drive times on average looking pretty slower than usual, of course, with all the snowy conditions out there, especially for friends and drivers over on the east side by Buckeye Lake this morning. Still watching a big crash out there. We're 70 in that westbound direction. A portion of it still closed this morning. I believe our 10 TV reporter Amy Steigerwald is live at the scene out there. Amy, are you seeing anything out there? Any traffic especially?
Yeah, right where we're at, you can't quite see that crash, Brianna, but we did pass it, and I can tell you that traffic definitely at a standstill on 70. Meantime, where we're at, things are moving along okay. That if you're taking 70, normally you use that spot, I would take 40 instead. We took that down here. It is plowed, at least one lane in both directions, so things able to move okay along there. But we're just off 70. We got off at an exit just to kind of show you all of the snow that is out here. Definitely seeing those snowy conditions. And I've got my handy dandy ruler. Let's do a little check here. This is untouched snow, and I'm told this is where I'm supposed to do it. So as we stick it in, you can see it's past that 4-inch mark, pushing even almost to that 5, but it looks like we definitely got that 4 inches here out in Buckeye Lake. Again, the road conditions, just depending on where you're going, we are definitely seeing those bridges and overpasses as we commuted throughout the morning be a little bit more slick and a little bit dicier, but the roadways are plowed. Definitely give crews the room they need to work and plan to add extra time to your commute as you head out the door this morning. Reporting live in Buckeye Lake, Amy Steigerwald for 10 TV News.
All right, Amy, thanks for the visual there. 8:34 right now. With all the snow and cold conditions, it is important for you to be vigilant as you leave the house today. Bridges are one of the most dangerous places to drive during winter weather. Take a look at your screen. This graphic explains why. There is no ground underneath a bridge, so they freeze first. You might encounter some spots on bridges that are icier than others, so make sure you slow down as you approach the bridges and certainly while you're driving on them.
10 TV talked with the Ohio Department of Transportation just a few hours ago. Right now, there are more than 200 crews spread throughout central Ohio. ODOT Press Secretary Matt Bruning, in fact, told us that most people tend to focus on how much snow we get. The agency's crews focus on when the snow falls because that's really what affects their cleanup. And the major point that ODOT really wants all of us who are driving to keep in mind is the importance of not crowding that plow.
Last year we had 54 plows struck during the winter season. So far this season we've already had 2 crews hit. So when you see our plow trucks, please give them plenty of space to work.
We need people to adjust their driving to the conditions. Make sure you give us room to work when you see these plows out there. They are large. They're going to be driving under the speed limit, well under the speed limit, especially when they're pushing snow. And they need a lot of room to maneuver.
ODOT does also remind you to give yourself extra time. Head out a little early if you need to. And by all means, take it slow when you are out there. And when you head out today, scrape the snow off your car and start it up. There's one big thing you need to keep in mind. It's illegal in our state to leave your car running if you are not with it and the parking brake is not engaged. That means you just can't walk away with it all started up. There are 3 exemptions to this. You can leave your car running if it's parked on your residential property, say in your driveway. You can also leave it running if it's locked, regardless of where it's parked. And anyone who's driving an emergency or public safety vehicle, you are also exempt from this law.
8:36 right now. Let's get a live check this morning of the areas in Columbus where the snow warriors have already plowed. The lines in yellow on the map there indicate the areas that have been plowed within the last few hours. And remember, you can check this yourself to find out if the crews have made it to your neighborhood yet.
And this morning, 10 TV News reporter Kiara Lake is live near a neighborhood on North High Street in Clintonville. We've been watching you in the snow for the last several hours. You've given us a really nice visual of what the conditions are like. What are you going to tell us now?
Yeah, so this morning we know those snow warriors, like you just mentioned, across Columbus have been hard at work, but I want to show you what conditions are looking like. So these are some of the roads that they hit, like main roads like High Street, but that doesn't mean they look perfect. So make sure you're taking your time, make sure you are giving yourself plenty of time to make it to your destination, because look at just the semi coming through. Look at all that slush that is covering this roadway. And then when it comes to the residential roads, those ones have yet to be touched. The only reason why this is going on is because, you know, they're still making their way there. But we did talk to a snowplow driver about, you know, how you can help them this morning.
Drive slow, keep a safe distance in between you and the next car ahead of you. Don't be riding anyone's bumper, and, you know, use your head.
And 2, like we just mentioned, across the city of Columbus right now, the city says they have 60 pieces of equipment out there helping you stay safe along your commute and clearing some of these roadways. But that also means if you see those snow plows, give them extra room to make it through the roadway. Don't speed around them. Don't rev the engines here. You want to stay safe this morning, and we want to make sure that you can make it to your destination on time and safely. Reporting live from Clintonville, Kiara Lake, 10 TV News.
She said no vroom vroom.
I know, right? Just chill out there. 8:38 right now. We want to get a live look this morning at other neighborhoods in Central Ohio.
All right, so take a look at these pictures from one of our 10 TV directors. This is Kyle. He's just showing off. This is beautiful snow in Grandview. These were sent to us just after 3 o'clock this morning. You can see the streets, the homes, trees just covered. It's really very nice winter visual out there. Here's a look from meteorologist Aaron White. Now that is beautiful.
Yeah, really nice.
I love that. Aaron showing us the snow falling in Columbus Commons downtown. Very nice. You can see the snow covering that tree. Very scenic. All the holiday lights and decorations. And here now is a look at the snow that came down in Delaware County. You can see there's a nice blanket there still on the ground. That was taken by yours truly as I was heading out this morning at about 2:45, 2:40. My goodness. All right, we want to see what it looks like in your neighborhood. Send us the pictures using the free 10 TV News app. Just open that Near Me tab, and then you can upload the photos and videos from there.
A reminder from the Columbus Metropolitan Library this morning, all locations are open to help you seek relief from the cold. Each of the locations is heated, creating a safe place for you to sit and access the internet if needed. And keep in mind, you will need your library card with you. Branches open at 9 this morning, but you'll want to double check with your local branch to find out when it closes.
All right, so if you have taken a look outside, it probably looks like a scenic winter wonderland.
Yeah, it's really beautiful, depending upon your perspective. But how much snow have we gotten so far? Meteorologist Aaron White joins us with an update. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, and definitely very scenic out here, especially now that we're getting some blue sky now that the snow has wrapped up, and we've had 4.5 inches of snowfall here in Columbus.